Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Penn, and welcome back to the channel. So, in this case, for those of you that are watching me on your phones, tablets, smart TVs, whatever, this is sort of going to be like a free consultation, just to show you that just a few pointers could put someone in a better direction for themselves. Now, I didn't charge this gentleman. I recently been posting my success stories in a private Discord. And then naturally, people reach out to me for information. Now, when we go into the DM, my job isn't to poach or take clientele from people. That's not my job. So I just wanted to give this gentleman some pointers. So for those of you that are watching or are on the fence about getting a consultation for me, you can see some of the ideas and the thought process how I work with potential clients to transfer them into that higher salary job that they would like. All right, now a little bit of backstory. He sent me a work in progress. It was a PDF, and I told him ahead of time, "Hey, just block out your personal information. I'm not going to show you the before because even though the formatting was okay, you want to have a ATS optimized resume, and that's going to allow you, no matter what job application that you fill out, that it's going to be parsed correctly, and that as long as the keywords align, an actual human or a hiring manager will see your application, and you're not automatically getting tossed to the side because of a format issue, not enough keywords, or whatever." Now, I got my phone in my hand as well, right here, because I'm referencing the Discord DMs, but I'm not going to put his name out there. So he has over 20 certifications, and they're mainly CompTIA, and he can't even land a help desk job. For those of you that don't know, help desk is like one of the easiest jobs to land and actually secure in IT because you're able to home lab, upskill while you're there, be there for maybe 6 months to a year, and then move up the corporate ladder, right? So when I was asking him, does he have 20 certs? And when I saw that his resume, he got a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. So he has 20 certs, he has experience, technical projects. Don't worry, I'm going to show that. So I'm like, if you're not getting any callbacks, it's your resume. So send it to me. Let me see what I can do for you. All right. So I run it through my AI. I use ChatGPT, um, and it scored a 92 out of 100. This was off of what he initially sent me, and I said, "Okay, cool. I can work with this person. Just give him some pointers." Of course, an in-depth look on how to transform this. There would need to be a premium. However, some of the thought process that went in are things like, okay, I saw it was a 92 out of 100, was strong. And generally, the technical depth and breadth, 10 out of 10, quantify achievements, certifications. And I'm just going to stop right here. So that's what I did. That was the prompt. It's right down there. Make the resume ATS friendly and give it to me as plain text in a code block. And what that does is that it's going to clean up the resume to where it's formatted correctly. Then once it's formatted correctly, then I can dial in and then we can focus on projects and then bullet points, things of that nature. So then we're here. So this is the ATS optimized resume. This white space up above, this is where his personal information was. So that's blanked out. That's just a placeholder generally. So, but really what you want is skills up top. When a recruiter or a hiring manager looks at your resume, they want to see like some quick stuff like what you're skilled in or what are your core qualifications, right? So he has that. I did not change anything here. The only thing that I would recommend is that a lot of these companies, yeah, they care about what you can do technically because they're going to be paying you some big bucks, but they also want to hire someone that has a good personality and also someone who is easy to deal with or work with, right? Technical skills are good, but soft skills are just as important. So if you can come up with like some soft skills at some previous jobs or something that showed that you show leadership or you're an effective communicator, something that's different from technical skills, something that's more within like your personality trait, I will put that as other on the resume, and then that would just be like its own little section, if that makes sense. Just something to add a little bit of flavor to the resume, makes it more human, so it's not reading as like just a tech stack resume, if that makes sense. Also, education. Usually, recruiters prefer to see that like at the very bottom, but in this case, the AI had it to where he has a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity from WGU, so that's an accredited institution, well known actually. And a lot of people get their degree from there. You also get a certification training and all that, so that's cool. The one thing that stands out that's sort of like a red flag is a lot of CompTIA certifications. And he told me he had 20 plus. And also, for some context, he got these allegedly in 2 months. So I'm like, and I'm like, and I was looking at that. I'm like, well, gee, like, so you have the experience of taking and passing the test, and of course, some of these I'm familiar with, but 9 times out of 10, like they're just multiple choice. There isn't like any hands-on going on to where it's extensive, like a Linux Red Hat certification, if that makes sense. So, what this is showing to the potential employer that you just know how to memorize questions and answers, but have you implemented that? So, his professional experience is actually pretty well. The only thing I added to the bullet points were metrics. This isn't like a identity and access management resume. This is more of a cybersecurity resume, things like that. So he has a lot more terminologies and tools under his toolkit. So of course you will have to learn what the jobs will want from you from job descriptions and from networking and doing your research like that, right? So literally, if I were to work with this guy and he would be my client, I will literally just work with him on bullet points. And you see here, I added the 40%. So deploy and optimize SIM use cases in QRadar and Splunk, increasing detection fidelity and cutting response times by approximately 40%. So with adding metrics into your resume with bullet points, what that does is that you're showcasing some sort of value that you had in your previous roles or that you initiate something or that you led something. Um, More in depth could be something like how you saved the team some time by introducing some automation tasks, or how did you save the company money? Well, what did you do to like decrease percentages in manual labor? Things like that so that the resume doesn't just list job duties. Oh, I woke up today and then I brushed my teeth and then I went outside. If you can make that more exciting, if you can think of something that can make it a little bit more exciting, then you're on the right track. You want to do the same thing with your resume. You just don't want to list job duties. You want to be a little bit more creative, if that makes sense, right? So then we get down to technical projects, and one, two, three, four. I believe he had 5 projects on his resume. I would have just, and maybe that's due to a lack of experience. I would have just kept it maybe 2 or 3, and then added like a GitHub link to where he has documentation of like maybe some videos or some screenshots, and then he's just documenting how he did the lab step by step, and so that he can present that in an interview if he does get the opportunity to do so. And that will clean some of this up so that it's not like more pages than necessary. And then remember, recruiters, they're looking at hundreds of resumes per day. So whatever you can do to trim something down, but to also showcase like what you know and how you went about it, the better, in my personal opinion and in my expertise. S Generally speaking, from here, he stated that he was going to, like, continue to work on it. I sent them some content, and pretty much that was it. So but these are some of the conversations and how you can use artificial intelligence to where you can work on that one master resume, and then the next step will be tailoring the resume per job application slash description to where you just don't have one resume to where you're shotgun applying. You're having a different resume for literally every single job application. That's also going to make it to where you get past the HR filters and you get your resume actually seen by a recruiter so that you can get that interview and you can potentially land that offer that you're ultimately comfortable with. But hey, my name is Penn. I am a cybersecurity professional, been in the tech industry for 3 years. If you need help with the marketing or with your resume, and if you just need help landing interviews or interview prep, I am your guy. Information will be down in the description. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye.